My name's Nick,
And I'm Aashish.
and our movie is Freak.
Oh, we're at
We
Mammoth
did.
Lakes right now. We just screened the film to an amazing audience. The films that we got to share our screen with were pretty good, and we're happy to be here.
We just came back from Seattle, and we had the best time. It's where we premiered our film. It was an explosive reaction, and here we definitely had to earn the crowd. It didn't start as well as we thought it might, but by the end we had them. I think we had them in our hand by the end.
I think we did, yeah.
Definitely this movie. Definitely we'd slow rise and then no come down.
No come down.
Yeah. Freak is a story about our main character, Jay, who's in a failing relationship. And so he sees an opportunity to pick on a stranger to look better in front of his girlfriend. But the stranger doesn't take too kindly to that.
Freak is our directorial debut.
And our writing debut.
Freak is like based on a personal experience. That was like I was in the progress of writing it as a drama. And it just wasn't working out. So I was like, this should be funny. So then I got the funniest guy I know, this guy right here. And we turned it into the comedy it is today.
We encountered a million problems making this short film. It cost a lot of money that we didn't have. So in order to raise the money, we went online and we embarrassed ourselves publicly to earn money. And it goes along with the themes of our film Freak.
Yeah.
But if you paid us $25, we sang any song of your choice in public on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
If you paid us $50, we literally did your bit. Like somebody, for example, they made us go to Ben & Jerry's and ask strangers for licks of their ice cream. And if you paid us $500, we pierced our nipple.
And he did that.
And it's posted and it's online. And
he got an infection.
But
like, aside from the pre-production phase, I mean, we were... set was, difficult. We were doing 2 12-hour nights in a New York City subway station, and that's not the easiest thing. Night 2, we actually got shut down by the police. They got called on us, and, you gotta kind of think fast. And so we kind of just got out of the station, and we went to the other side, just filmed over there. So.
I'm from Los Angeles, and I went to school at Emerson College in Boston, where I met Aashish, who's from Long Island. And then we shot this film in Brooklyn, New York.
We shot this on, Speak was shot on an Alexa Mini LF. It was shot by the amazing cinematographer Matt Liang, who is booked and busy. But yeah, I mean, cost, majority of the cost goes into, talent. I mean, sound was almost a disaster on this. In the case of you're shooting in the subway, it's very loud, it's very noisy, there's a lot of hissing, just various noises. So our amazing sound mixer, Jenna, she took this and she really transformed it into something very special. Our
AD on set was less of an AD and more of a train conductor. Like, really had to memorize the schedule so we knew when to shoot and when not to.
Yeah.
And like you said, talent costs a lot of money. But not only that, it was really hard to come across the amazing names we have in our movie, like Lavelle Crawford. We had our production team reach out to his people, and to no avail. They didn't just reply at all, probably because we're a short film and this is our debut on every front. But so we took it upon ourselves to go and find Lavelle Crawford. We were lucky enough that he was performing at Netflix's A Joke Fest in the Bourbon Room in Hollywood Boulevard. So we went. We snuck in, actually. We sat, and I remember watching him perform, thinking, it doesn't have to be him. I don't want to get my hopes up. And as he went along, it was so clear to me that he was the only person who could do this. And then after the show, we approached him and we cold pitched him. We elevator pitched him on the spot. And he liked the idea so much, he gave us his personal information. And we were able to have a more direct line of communication. And we went back and forth, but he ended up doing it, and we put him through the ringer.
Yeah.
Like Aashish said, 2 overnights in a hot New York City subway in Brooklyn. Next up, we're working on a documentary that involves us road tripping across the country from Los Angeles to New York. It's a documentary with me as the subject. So we're looking forward to making it. This short film was made on sheer will. Like, we really started thinking that it wasn't gonna take as much money, as much time, as much of our soul as it did, and it is completely worth it. And you will not hear a single complaint out of me when it comes to Freak, because so many things ended up lining up for this thing to get made, and we couldn't be more proud. Yeah, we plan on dropping it like a public release on YouTube, maybe in the fall, in November. So if you want to keep posted, be sure to follow the Instagram page at NYC Freak, and then maybe our personals as well, at Joshi Kamoshi, and then at NikkiK_official. Yeah. My name's Nick.
And I'm Aashish.
And we directed Freak.
And we're here at the Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, and we cannot be more excited to be here.
Be sure to come on down.